empirical proof if what Candace is saying is true. But I can tell you a little something from my experience in particular in this YouTube media space. So this show...
Hey, y'all listen to her real quick right here. She finna hit on some real deep stuff. And this applies all across the board, from the turning point with Charlie Kirk, from her show, as she obviously talking about it, from me with the music industry. I'm pretty sure it goes on in Hollywood. Even in colleges, I believe, if like my little sister wanted to be a dentist, not my baby sister, but my other little sister, she wanted to be a dentist. She had the smarts for it, very intelligent. Had a 4.0 GPA in high school. I had a 3.5, now 3.0. So, she was smarter than me. I'm going to be honest. She wanted to be a dentist. But she had to go through sororities or fraternities, and a sorority in her case, to stick out, above other people. She had to do that. It's always like some type of a sacrifice. And my mom just didn't raise us that way, you know what I'm saying? So she ended up having to change her major. You hear a lot of time people like, oh man, I thought you was going to college to be this. You changed your major. A lot of them won't really tell you. Some of them may do, but I think that plays a big part in why a lot of people change their majors in college.
The Abby Sam show. This show is independent, right? So I don't have sponsors. I don't have no billionaire backers, none of that stuff. Can't you tell? Look at my setup. Right? You can see the difference. And
I am an independent artist. Incredible C.
One thing I can tell you that I have noticed, the shows that have a lot of money, they have people putting more.
I also was trying to become a owner operator, which is independent.
Money into them.
Truck driver.
There's a lot that they can do, but sometimes there is a string attached to that financial investment. It's like I said before, no one is going to donate millions of dollars to your podcast or to your organization without getting something in return. And oftentimes what you see in particular with these shows, like we talked about, like with David Pakman and them taking the dark money, oftentimes what you see with these shows is that the podcaster and the organizer, so to speak, they end up basically performing a role. And it's almost as if it's like, if you try to go outside of that role, the script that is written for you, people will start to withdraw the money. They stop donating. I'm not going to invest in you anymore because, like I said, they're going to get something for their investment.
Right.
And if you've been sitting back and you've been wondering if some of the people that you watch or whatever you've seen before, whatever, like they can't be this naive. No way they actually believe this. There's no way in hell. And you may have thought at one point maybe they're just playing a role. They probably are.
I want to add this too. And I've noticed this because I share a lot of videos from YouTube over to X, formerly known as Twitter. If I share a video from YouTube to X that has 6 million views, it will get far more interactions than if I shared a video like hers. If I share a video with, like I said, with 6 million views, I don't have very many followers on X, but it's just something I've been paying attention to. If I share a video from YouTube with someone that has 6 million views, the interactions on that video on my X may be somewhere around 30, 40 interactions. Nothing less than 20. If I share her video or a video on YouTube that has, say, 4,000 or 5,000 views, and I share it to X, it may get 10. But it tends to link 10 interactions. But it tends to linger around maybe 6 or 7, no more than 8 interactions. So that dark money she's talking about is very real. and the sponsors and the people that what they choose to show is very real.
Because that's the thing. And when you assume that role, that is really what your job is at that point in time. And when some of these billionaires start investing in an organization like Turning Point USA, or even investing, we'll get that company with all kind of stuff. We'll get you a studio, so you don't have to stream. You think people ain't coming to me with stuff? We'll get you a studio so that you don't have to stream in your home. We'll pay for it.
We pay for
We'll
it.
get you a nice newscaster desk.
With that dark, deadly money.
We'll even hook you up with a professional sound system, which, by the way, is very expensive.
It is.
If anyone's ever worked in audio engineering or anything, you have worked in any type of studio, you work with audio, you know that having a mic'd up studio is very expensive. And they come to you with all of these things. And especially if you just really want to get yourself out there, and for some people, they can be really intrigued by the money. A lot of times people say yes, but there are strings attached to that investment. And people can pull it back anytime. I know one channel in particular who's no longer in the space came to me privately a couple of years ago. This offer was made to them. And the moment they gave basically a test, they had a test run. The moment they decided, well, no, I'm not going to be who you want me to be. That individual who decided to invest in them wanted them to portray a more liberal approach. Didn't want them to be as far left. Said they were a little too radical. Just try to be a little bit more mainstream for the moderates. And they weren't willing to change who they were.
Neither am I.
They sent all the equipment back, and they left this space completely. So there are a lot of things that have happened behind the scenes that you guys just may not be, you're not aware of because you're not behind the scenes. But I've seen it. I've seen people say, okay, I'll take that money, I'll take that offer, I don't have a studio. So some of these people are playing roles. Like I said, I told you guys, I never met Charlie Kirk. I never engaged with him in any way, shape, or form. But sometimes you gotta wonder. I remember, what's her name, Tammy Loren? I remember, I think Kyle Kalinske, this is like back in the day, he used to call her out a lot, like on his channel. And I remember years ago, I was saying to myself, there's no way she believes this stuff that she's saying. Like, I don't believe she believes it. Some of these people are playing roles. Let's go on a little bit more.
That's about all I wanted to cover with this video. She pretty hit up on what I've been noticing too, years and years and years ago. I've even recorded some songs, man, that clones Mr. Miyagi. I recorded a couple songs that I have literally seen mainstream artists remake that song. I can name their names because, like I said, I don't care about views. Kanye West, Playboy Cardi, and Future did Mr. Miyagi. Juice WRLD did a Mr. Miyagi. We all know what happened to him. And rest in peace to Juice WRLD. I don't wish death on nobody. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. Just because I don't agree with what you say or your actions doesn't mean I wish death on you. So let me make that clear. Tom McDonald took my clone song. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping names because y'all stole from me and I really don't care about being famous. I'm a truck driver. Or was until I hit that same thing goes on in the trucking industry too, believe it or not. You get overcharged in taxes. Wherever you're trying to be successful at, or you're trying to make big money, you're going to hit a ceiling. So I call it a glass ceiling or the ceiling of inequity. Whatever you want to call it, it's a ceiling. There's a certain roof, that you can make it to before you pretty much have to fold or play that role, as she put it. But y'all want to check out that Candace, I think her name Candace Owens. Yep. Y'all want to check out that Candace Owens video, I'll let y'all do that. But I just want to reiterate what Savvy Sabs was talking about. Peace and blessings from my guy Taylor House Publications.